Guys and gals, welcome to something I am insanely excited to make a video about. This is a video about a game, Atlas. So why should you be excited about that? We're gonna be going over like the bajillion reasons for that. But long story short, it is from the creators of ARK. Some are even saying that it is kind of like ARK 2.0, except for one big difference. It is going to be a pirate survival game set within the pirate ages with a lot of mythical things as well. There's things like hydras, mythical creatures like that, and I just want you guys to notice this right there. 40,000 plus players on the same server. What are these madmen doing? So this is going to be from Studio Wildcard, the creators of ARK, and I wanted to go over all this information about this game because as you guys can see, it is going to be coming out later this week. When it does come out, we're going to be all over this thing, checking out everything that it has to offer because, dude, I've looked into it a little bit. I wanted to save some of my reaction for this, and that's exactly what we're doing here. There's a trailer that I want to go over with you guys, which we are going to be doing, but first things first, some of that information that should get you guys excited. I mean, right here, like, we'll go over this a little bit more in depth, but there's going to be over 700 unique land masses across 45,000 square kilometers. That's a lot of kilometers, lads. So as soon as this date does come, this is actually gonna be coming out on Thursday. We're gonna try and get our hands on this game a little bit early as well to see what we can't hop into. We're gonna be playing the bejesus out of it because this is how I felt when ARK first launched, with just the pure excitement out of me. ARK, I've played so much of that game that even with the new DLCs, it has been kind of like, you know, it's still ARK at its core, but this is going to be so different. And without further ado, let's dive in and check it out. So let's go ahead, full screen this bad boy and hit that play button and see what we got to offer. First things first, we'll just go through the trailer, enjoy it, bask in its glory, and then we'll go through it one more time, try to break things down a little bit, show you guys what is to come, but I need this in my life, man. I need this. Oh my God. Thursday can't come fast enough. Or potentially earlier. I'm gonna try to pull some strings, boys. Get our hands on this early. Do what we can. So I want to play the bejesus out of this. Like pirate fights? Ladders? The ladders, dude. Okay, no, but ladders are still cool. Look at that. Like an entire pirate ship assault on a town. Shooting off cannons. Attacking bases. Oh my God. This is like MMO ARK set in the pirate age. Like, I mean, less dinosaurs, but we still got dragons slash wyverns slash other stuff. And there you guys have Atlas. Like I'm saying, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notification bell to stay up to date as we are going to be playing the bejesus out of this game. This is pretty much as excited as I've been ever since like ARK initially came out. Like this is there's just a lot to be excited over. So let's just kind of start going over things. Over here we can kind of notice a couple of things right off the bat. You can see that, well, there's a poop ton of players, of which I believe these are all going to be like actual players. I don't think that these are AI, although it might be. But what I do know is that you can actually see people getting hung. So that is going to be one such action that can occur in some of these towns. And from what some of the info that the game was talking about, which we will be going over in a little bit as we continue going through the trailer, you will be able to like literally build up your own town, build up your own empire. And given the fact it's going to be so big, that's where I'm really excited, because I think we might be able to like create a giant Starsnipe empire to conquer the world. Over there in the back, you can actually see there's a horse-drawn carriage and horses, which is kind of cool. To notice over there, you can see someone who, by the looks of it, already got hung. So rippy dippy to you, my dude. And over here we can see some more carriages that looks like they can actually transport different things. It looks like they're going to be pretty useful in kind of just like the whole ecosystem, the economy, because that is coming from the harbor. And I'm guessing we'll be able to, on our ships, not just get better ships, upgrade our ships and do all that type of jazz, but actually transport stuff and, you know, partake in like pirate type activities and potentially legit activities like being like a shipping company. Maybe I want to be a shipping company. Maybe we'll be a shipping company. That's what's gonna happen. But also, is that a giant statue in the back? I think so. Here you can see a bird, what appears to be a little stand, a little carriage with, I think that's a merchant that we're seeing. Again, the docks with a couple of ships over into the background. The ability to drive our very own ship that looks like it'll be customizable, because you can actually see a couple of these like custom colors and whatnot over here, sails and whatnot that are being varicolored over in the distance, actually a little bit of a lighthouse. I wonder if we'll be able to build that. And that's the thing, just like given the like just pure scale of this game, like imagine how much of this we're gonna be able to do on our own, because like they were saying, over 700 unique land masses. That means that what we're seeing here might just be one single village, town that has been built, or maybe this is like the starter town that we're seeing, and then as we venture out, dude, I just want to build my own freaking town. I want to be the greatest ruler of all time. And here we can see another look at that ship. As we continue sailing through a little bit, here is where the things get interesting, though. This is the mythical creatures that I was talking about. We can see Hydra, Hail Hydra, but we can see Hydra. What I'm pretty sure is like a Cyclops over there fighting Hydra, shooting laser beams, although that looks more electrical, but you know what I mean. Horse archers, the ability to ride horses, horse-drawn carriages loaded with cannons, and in the distance, some pretty interesting looking structures, but it looks like these boss battles are gonna be so awesome. And this is where the whole MMO aspect comes into play, because I think you're gonna need to do this as a group. I don't think you're gonna be taking this guy on alone, so I think the group aspect is definitely going to be a rather large part of it. Here we can see some different types of sea creatures. That just appears to be a little bit of a hammerhead shark and a couple of dudes over here fishing. I wonder if we're gonna like start with a rowboat, like how the progression is going to go, how we're going to move up to actually getting a dope pirate ship. But then in the distance, I think those are, I want to say those are elephants, and I wonder if this is some kind of like elephant island, because and if you guys don't see, that's what I'm talking about, the dudes on the fishies over there. The dudes on the boat. But that looks like there's some kind of like statue worshiping a giant elephant, and I'm seeing a couple elephants over there, so I think that these islands might even have like certain themes to them, which kind of makes sense. Like maybe there's gonna be a Hydra island, for example. Here we can see what appears to be a skull type island. This game is literally shaping up to be what Sea of Thieves should have been, mixed with ARK. That is awesome, because I loved ARK. Sea of Thieves, I was super hyped for. It was kind of a bit disappointing, still kind of cool, but to see both of them combined in the best of worlds and to be able to build stuff up from scratch is gonna be dope. But here we can see what appears to be some sort of navigational tool that we can calibrate and maybe use to search things. Some sort of gigantic whale, so it looks like whale hunting's a thing. You can see all of these dudes over here with spears. What appears to be a second ship over on the left. Actually, I don't know how, dude, someone did an awful parking job up there. Dude, I think I've seen some like bad parkers in my life, but I've never been stuck up there. But you guys can see the giant whale, some kind of elemental creature there with an X marks the spot, so relatively general pirate stuff. We gonna be treasure hunting, always good. Some sort of rock elemental on the right. I think this is some kind of cave system we're in, where we are clashing, and I don't know if these are AI that we were clashing with right there, if we go back for a sec, or if these are actual players. And that's where it's also going to be interesting, is because ARK, the only AI was pretty much like dinosaurs and stuff, right? So the AI here, because like especially that town that we saw initially, there's got to be some AI there, otherwise it's going to be empty. So it's going to be interesting to see how like that whole thing plays out, and how AI are going to kind of play a role within this massive 40,000 plus player world. Dude, it's gonna be nutty. Bar fights over here, beating the poop out of that dude. What appears to be a boarding party, where we're like fighting another dude potentially for control of his ship. Again, over there for a split second, we saw a look at, I think this is kind of like an up and coming little town, which is what I really want to do. I want to be able to build a town from scratch, dude. That's gonna be awesome. Build up different buildings, hopefully hire like AI merchants to staff them. I'm hoping that's gonna be a thing, so we can actually like build up our empire, going up to the crow's nest, being able to scout things out. And here you can see that there's what appears to be an assault upon a town, and I'm guessing this is a player-owned town belonging to some sort of a player slash clan slash empire. You can see the battle going on, ships being sunk, and then the ability to scuba dive, I'm guessing to be able to retrieve loot from these sunken ships. I don't even know what that is in the background, but I'm seeing like tornadoes and stuff. It's gonna be like some sort of huge final boss or something. There's like green icky stuff over here. There might be like tentacles attacking. Huge ships battling each other. A dragon flying through that we'll probably be able to tame in some way. And there we have Atlas coming December 13th. So like I'm saying, make sure you guys are staying tuned for that. We're gonna be playing the bejesus out. If you guys are excited, let me know by hitting that like button and saying so down below, including your guys' thoughts around all of this. What you think, like how certain features are gonna play out. How are you excited about this? What are you looking forward to the most? Because dude, this is going to be so much fun. I need to play this, and this is like coming out literally in the middle of my finals. but I think my grade could suffer a bit to have some fun in Atlas. Yeah. So over here, you guys can see from the creators of ARK Survival Evolved, it comes Atlas, a massively multiplayer first and third person fantasy pirate adventure with up to 40,000 players exploring the same globe simultaneously with an unprecedented scale of cooperation and conflict. Stake your claim in this endless open world as you conquer territory, construct ships, search for buried treasure, assemble forts, plunder settlements, and hire crew to join your personal growing armada. And this is where it's interesting. Hire crew. I wonder if that means we'll be able to hire AI to like populate our ships as well, because if so, that's going to be a dream come true, literally being able to like build an empire up from scratch and involve other players in them and stuff, but also to be able to get AI to cooperate, because you guys saw some of those ships, like they looked massive. They're gonna need people to staff them. We're gonna have like home bases and forts that we gotta defend. This is looking like a whole next scale of ARK with pirates and survival. Like, bruh, I need it. But start small, then expand your spheres of influence from a smart island up to a unstoppable pirate empire that spans across the oceans. Wage battle against enemy fleets as you single-handedly command large ships of war using the captaining system, or divide up the responsibilities amongst your trusted lieutenants, or take control of any weapon directly with your own character. Dive deep into the briny water to explore sunken wrecks and recover the thingy-mabobs. Unearth the loot from procedurally generated treasure maps. We saw a little bit of that. And challenge zones, or complete challenging main quest lines. So it's actually going to be a main quest line going along with this, kind of guiding through as well, kind of playing into that whole MMO aspect a little bit. The ability to team up, sail into the vast ocean to discover new lands, etc., etc. So it's going to be an MMO on the grandest scale, where we can construct the ship of our dreams plank by plank. We can build dry docks and start with a rowboat, and this is where details at building up go up to a raft, tiny sloop, schooner, just keep on going up and up, captaining your crew. And this is where it comes in: recruit real players and AI crew from free ports, or rescue seasoned crew from destroyed army of the damn shipwrecks. And that is how we're gonna be, dude. That's what I'm talking about, building up our empire like that, the AI that inhabit it, and just becoming more powerful as a fleet. That's going to be amazing. But pirate PvP to the limit. We can be a hero or a villain with MMO scale character progression, over 15 disciplines with over 300 skills, and a vast unlockable tree. This is who you are, with extensive character visual customization, full quest and waypoint systems with subquests and rewards for major goals, intense action with tactical melee combat systems, the blocks, parries, dodges, character motion, etc., etc. And this is where kind of like the whole clan system goes into play a little bit, where this game's version of clans is going to be to form a company where you can claim territory, apply taxation and behavior rules. Like, dude, you can give rules to the place that you govern. This level of detail, and just how big this is gonna be, but not just how big of a world it is, all right? Because No Man's Sky, that was a big game, but the details down to the minutest thing is like, bruh, this is what I need. You're gonna have more than 50 creatures at launch, varying from breedable farm animals and shoulder parrots that offer unique buffs, with monkeys, all the way to magical mermaids and some of those gigantic sea monsters that we saw. Free ports, where there are level capped starter zones where you can learn the ropes and meet new players in a safe area before you venture out into the true unknown, which is kind of why this reminds me a bit of Rust, because it's gonna be like a huge, it's probably gonna be a bloodbath outside of those safe zones, you know, especially with how many players are going to be available. And there's going to be the much overhauled building system compared to ARK, so that's good that they're improving upon it. There's going to be, on top of this, all mods. Dude, the mods are what made ARK really awesome sometimes, so it's going to be awesome to see how this comes along, and far, far more to come. Atlas, you, my friend, are going to be dope. I think that goes without saying. Here we got some images you guys can take a peek at, pretty much from the trailer, but let me know what you guys think regarding Atlas in that comment section down below. What are you most looking forward to? If you're even excited for the game in general, what are you concerned about? I just want to start a discussion around this, because I am going to play the bejesus out of this game. Expect a lot of videos, and hopefully my final grades don't drop too badly. Hey, but yeah, make sure you guys are subscribed with that notification bell to stay up to date with it, and many other dope style games going up on the channel as well. But that's gonna go ahead and wrap it up for this episode, our first look into Atlas, and more to come Thursday at the latest, Wednesday, if we could get it early potentially, or maybe even earlier at the earliest. So stay tuned. But with that said, with that done, that's gonna wrap it up for me for now. Thank you guys a whole ton for watching. Have yourselves an awesome one, and I'll talk to you next one. See ya.